So it's looking like Ronda Rousey will be making a comeback against Katie Taylor in professional boxing. Of course, it'll be a comeback to fighting, sorry, not a comeback to... a comeback to boxing, sorry, not a comeback to UFC. Which I think that ship sort of sailed. I mean, honestly, Ronda Rousey fighting or doing anything at all, in my opinion, at this point, is the ship sort of set sailed. You don't think she could contribute in a meaningful way in WWE, definitely not in the UFC, and her boxing against Katie Taylor will be disastrous for her. She will take a beating because Ronda Rousey's boxing absolutely sucks. It's worse than basic. It's like it's almost like she doesn't even understand the basics, if I'm being honest, right? She understands the basics enough to almost look like she knows what she's doing, but once she actually starts punching, you can tell very quickly she's got no idea what she's doing, and she wasn't trained well. She's developed a lot of bad habits that at this point in her career, she's no spring chicken. You can't change those things. That is the way she's going to fight. And her facing Katie Taylor will be a very, very, very easy night for Katie Taylor. Like, I can't stress... I can't stress how easy of a night Katie Taylor's going to have if she fights Ronda Rousey. I hope Ronda Rousey's getting a fat payday. I imagine she would be, because she's still, even now, a huge name in women's sport. And Katie Taylor, even though she's nowhere near as big of a name as Ronda Rousey, in terms of women's boxing, she probably is damn near as big of a name as you're going to get, and as accomplished as possible as well. Where Ronda Rousey, she might say she's taking this fight and she's still got a bit of recourse because she can be like, well, Katie Taylor's one of the best ever, right? And she is. And she will beat up Ronda Rousey. It's not going to be a good night for Ronda. It'll be a very good night for Katie. It'll be a good night for Ronda Rousey's bank account, though, is what I'm saying. No doubt she's getting the bag, but that's really what it's coming to for Ronda Rousey. It's hard to believe that it is. Like, it's hard to believe that Ronda Rousey's going broke and she desperately needs this money. But again, I don't know how much she's getting paid. She's definitely not going broke. I don't know how much she's getting paid. 20 million, 30 million. I mean, perhaps Ronda Rousey can command those sorts of numbers, maybe 5, 10, 15 million. And she's thinking, well, there's no kicks. I can't get taken down. I may as well try it, I don't know. I don't know what Ronda Rousey's thinking is. Well, obviously, if she's doing it for the money, she'll get found out very quickly and she's going to take some damage. Katie Taylor's going to beat her up. I mean, regardless of the reason why Ronda Rousey's taking this fight, she's going to get beaten up. Let's have it right. Like, even if Ronda Rousey was not making that much money and she just genuinely thought she could win, she's still going to get beaten up. Like, her face is going to get butchered. Like, it depends. The only thing that will save her, literally, in that fight will be the referee. Like, if the referee sees that there's no chance Ronda is even going to land a punch cleanly in this, I'm going to stop this fight. If not, if they're left to their own devices, Ronda's getting dropped multiple times and she's getting beaten up badly. So, I'd be curious to know what you guys think of this fight. Honestly, I didn't even make a video about this fight when I first saw it get announced, and this video is probably going to come out a couple of weeks from now anyway. Because honestly, I wasn't sure if it was true. And secondly, I wasn't sure if it was going to be an MMA fight or not. If this was an MMA fight, it makes a lot more sense for Ronda Rousey. But again, why would Katie Taylor agree to that? Again, Katie Taylor's a multi-weight world champion. She doesn't need Ronda Rousey per se. She's probably made enough money for her to retire. I don't know if she's got kids. I don't know what her situation is there. And she's probably not got a generational wealth the same way an Usyk has. The same way a Bud Crawford has. Of course not. But she's probably got a decent little war chest she's sitting on there. But again, she wouldn't take it in an MMA fight, but in a boxing fight, she's probably thinking, why not? It's an easy night and a big payday. And that's why these fights take place, ultimately. Easy nights and big paydays. Because even for Ronda, it's going to be a relatively easy night for her. Like, she's just going to go sharp and get beat up. Literally anyone can do that. Literally anyone can show up to a boxing ring and get beat up. Right, so it's going to be an easy night for both girls. And like I said, I didn't make a video about this immediately because I wasn't sure if it was going to be a boxing or MMA, and I didn't know if it was real in general, to be honest. But it seems like it is real, and it seems like they're going to be boxing in the ring. So let me know what you guys think of this fight. Do you think Ronda Rousey could? Do you think Ronda Rousey could win this fight, or do you think, like I think, this will be a real easy night for Katie Taylor? Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Another episode of the Seth Solo Side Quest in the bag, and I'm out. Peace.